I'm so bunged up. I've basically woken up and I've realized it's day 3 of being late for my period. And usually I do a test. I do a test like a week before my period. Like I'm a psycho. And then I do another one just before, a day before my period, or on the day of my period, and then it says I'm not pregnant. And it's been saying I ain't pregnant for a few years now, but it's fine. Well, it isn't fine. I've been struggling really mentally crazy. For those who know my infertility issue struggle, you know that it's been taking its toll on my mental health. So my period is usually bang on time, and I'm 3 days late, which I said to myself when I was late. I was like, I ain't taking a pregnancy test. I'd rather go to the toilet and find out that I'm on my period than see a stick that says you ain't pregnant. So I was a day late. I was like, nah, I won't take a test. Then I was 2 days late. I was like, it could still come, Maliha. Okay, don't hype yourself up. It could still come. And then today I woke up, prayed at morning, and I was like, shit, I ain't on my period. And then I went to sleep for like an hour, and then I was like, okay, I think now is the time to take a test. So now I'm going to B&M, which is right by my house, and I'm going to quickly pick up a test. And I'm praying it might be, but I don't know, because I could feel pain and cramping. And I'm thinking maybe it could just show up. Maybe it's late because I've been stressed and ill. Or maybe I'm pregnant. I would die. No, I wouldn't die. I would die of happiness. I would be elated if I was. Ya Rab, please. Okay, but it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. See, look, this is what I do to myself. I'm a head case, but it's fine. I'm going to go now. I'm going to get a test, and I'll see you guys in a sec. So I went to B&M. Was supposed to only get a test. I came out with several bags, but that's fine. Picked up a few things, and now I'm going to go in and moment of fucking truth. So I'm not pregnant. I'm just late. It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Oh my goodness, I just ain't gonna take a test. Like, I won't be taking tests for like, I just won't be taking them. I'm done. Yeah. So basically, I just went to the GP and I did my first ever investigation, I guess, of my fertility issues. And it was the hormone test. So they took like a bunch of blood samples to see if my hormones are okay. And I'm 2 days late of my period as well. So they decided to take a test. And I was just thinking I'd just take it as well, because I'm 2 days late, and that's like the maximum. I'm usually late right now. So they took a test. It was negative. So I don't know. I'm just sick of the same fucking result. So it's fine. Whatever, it is what it is. I don't even know why I'm upset. Like, it's just embarrassing for me, because every time I'm late, I tell my husband, this is the month. This is the month. Like, I'm like, I tell him, I'm like, I can feel it. Trust me, I'm pregnant. And then he gets excited as well. And then when I'm not pregnant, then he's just like, oh, I really thought you were pregnant this month. So it's so difficult. I just don't know what to make of it. And it's fine. And then I seen a pregnant lady in the reception area. And I don't know what it is with me. I think it's just mentally just something that's triggering me. It's not like I don't like seeing pregnant. Well, maybe I don't think I do like seeing pregnant ladies. Oh my God, I'm so evil. No, like I'm, mashallah, happy, completely, mashallah, completely content for them. But the thing is, I think I'm unhappy for myself. I'm happy for them, but I'm unhappy for myself. I'm sad for myself. But it's completely fine. it is what it is, and it will be okay. It'll be okay. I'll get over it. I'll be fine. Oh my goodness, I just need to get over this. I really, really need to get over this. Do you know, I think that I'm just going to be over this, and I don't even think that I want another child anymore, because, do you know, the mental stress is excruciating. And I know I have a child, and I'm so grateful for it. But I guess I can't compare myself to my siblings, and they have more than one. I'm going to go now. Well, that kind of sums up what I've been doing month to month for the, I think it's been 4 years that I've been taking tests. But it's just what I do. I don't know. Like, you'd think that somebody who hasn't been getting pregnant for years and years, they'd be like, they just give up. But I don't know what it is with me. I get hopeful, like, or somebody tells me they had a dream that I was pregnant, and then I'm like, oh, this could be the month. Maybe the boinking was, it hit different, and you're like, this month I'm gonna be pregnant. But I don't know. I keep being hopeful, and my dreams are crushed every month, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. But the video that you guys just seen, that was from a few months ago. That I think it was, yeah, about 3 months ago, and I was convinced I was pregnant. I'm like, the most I've been late is like a day or two. It never goes over the 2-day period. It's like 2 days, and then Auntie chili powder masala comes the next mother effing day. Oh, by the way, hi guys. I didn't even say hi. Hi. I hope everybody's good. I know I'm completely MIA, but I've been spending most of my time taking tests and worrying about getting pregnant and a whole bunch of other shit, but it's fine. Okay, let me take it back a little bit from the video. Okay, my name is Maliha, if you've never been on my channel. I have a son, as most of you know. I have a son, and if you're new to my channel, then you didn't know that I have a son already who is 6 years old. Now, I wanted, when I had Caleb, I think it was maybe for 1 year, I was just like, I don't want to get pregnant straight away, because Caleb pregnancy was horrific. Oh my, it was mentally, physically, just everything was horrific about my pregnancy. Which is why I think I really want another child as well, because how traumatic my pregnancy was. And now I'm at a point where I'm just like, I want to feel how pregnant women are supposed to feel whilst they're pregnant, because ooh, ooh, god damn it, I'm hitting all those emotions, right? Really, in Maliha, I did this a few months after I did this video, because I was just like, I'm not getting emotional. I really don't like crying on fucking video on social media. Like, it cringes me, it irks me, and I still fucking do it. But it's fine, right? So, like, it was a really difficult pregnancy, and my health was horrifically fucked. Sorry for my language, by the way, guys. Listen, for those who say, like, control the F-ness, it's very difficult for me, because I'm a mama and I don't F and blind in front of my kids. So when he isn't with me, I'm like, you know, I'm one of those. So bear with me. I will try to reel it in. But it wasn't a good pregnancy. My health was really messed up. I was on a bunch of medication, to the point where the medication that I was taking, when I seen a doctor, she said to me that I think she said 92%. Yeah, it was 92% chance. 89 or 92, one of those, okay? It was a very high percentage, that when I give birth to Caleb, he could potentially have some kind of deformity or some kind of disability. Something is 92% chance, basically, that something will be wrong with Caleb. So I was just like, okay. So I had that in my head anyway, because the medication that I was taking, and alhamdulillah, he's fine. He is completely healthy, completely abled. There's nothing wrong with him, alhamdulillah, thank goodness. So that was already a stress on my head. My health was rubbish, like I mentioned, so it was like taking care of me as well as numerous other things that were going on around my pregnancy. But it was a difficult one, and I don't know, I was studying as well, and it wasn't great. I was 2 weeks overdue, so I needed to be induced. Oh my god, the amount of fingers, okay, that were around the area, in the area, it should be illegal. It's fucking gross. I was grossed out for ages, but it was disgusting. It was vile. There was too many hands in there. Like I was just finished. And then when I gave birth to Caleb as well, I had to do a forceps birth, because basically they said if you don't push right now, you're having a C-section. I was like, so I pushed. Caleb was out, but he was crying like this, because I feel like the forceps is such a medieval type of tool to use on a baby. It looks like tongs, but huge tongs like this, and so it messed up his face. His face was like bruised and messed up as well, and he was crying like this. I could still tell as well, like even when he cries right now, he kind of goes and his face kind of goes a bit lopsided, so yeah, it messed him up. And also, I'm completely allergic to gas and air, so Entonox. Why, Maliha? Why are you the difficult one, honey? So I wasn't allowed any gas and air, and because the thing was so busy, I was consultant led, like 5 different consultants. But it was really, really busy, and something was going on in the ward that night. So oh, I really want to say my pregnancy story, but this video is about infertility. If you guys want to know the pregnancy story, then let me know. But if you don't, then yeah, let me know. Just say don't, and then I just won't. But yeah, anyways, Caleb's, let's just put this short, because this isn't about pregnancy. This is about my inability to get pregnant. And it isn't just because everything was messed up. When I even met my husband, I was like, I want 5 kids, because I'm one of 5 siblings, and I was just like, I want to have a family of 5, because I loved it so much. And then when Caleb was 1 year old, then me and my husband were like, well, more than my husband, he was fine, because he was like, I have Caleb. I was fine, of course I'm fine with Caleb. I love Caleb. Alhamdulillah, he's such a good kid, was such a great baby, which is why I was probably thinking, yeah, let's have another child. But yeah, we were actively trying to have another baby. And then when Caleb was, I think, 3 years old, I didn't even tell anyone this, because it's just so much shit happens. I told myself, you're not gonna cry today, shut the fuck. So I was pregnant, and then I took a test, and then I think it was 2 days after I took the test, which I found out I was like 2 weeks pregnant, I had a miscarriage. And it was like I went to town, I was just doing shopping with my husband, and then I just had a miscarriage, and then it was like a period. It was really messed up, like, but it did mess me up. Of course it messes you up, but what can you do? Like, it's life, you know. So yeah, really. And then we were still trying once we went past the whole miscarriage thing. 2 years ago, I was telling my sister, like, I was just like, I'm really trying to get pregnant, and it just isn't happening. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm unable to conceive. I'm broken. Like, because I've had a child. I know I could get pregnant, but I'm unable to get pregnant. I don't know what's going on. And I didn't even, me being me, I don't know why, because I think because of my illness, and because I'm seeing doctors every other day, I didn't want to bring up that, oh, I want to get pregnant now as well. I was just like, if Allah wills it, if God wills it, then I will become pregnant. I left it solely to, I'm just going to have faith that I will get pregnant. I was confiding in my sisters, and I remember my sister Sumaya, she was trying to get pregnant too. I think she was trying for like 6 months, And I think it was like a month or two after then, Sumayya's pregnant. So Sumayya got pregnant, and I still couldn't. Alhamdulillah, she's had a baby now as well, Aya, who is a few months old now. So yeah, alhamdulillah, she is now the mother of 3. Yeah, it was really difficult. My sister Nafi has been really, and my mother as well. Oh my goodness, like Nafi has been really supportive. Like she cries with me as well. Like she doesn't want to have any other kids. I wouldn't say she's very maternal. She's like, I'm fine. She's great with kids, but she's like, nah. She just doesn't like kids, I think. But she gets really upset for me, and she really, really, really wants me to become pregnant. She's the one who says to me, I had a dream that you were pregnant this month. You're gonna be pregnant this month. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. So, and then I'm not pregnant, but it's fine. Like, she's like, at the end of this year, you will be pregnant. And she's been saying the same thing, but like, you know, it's motivation for me. It gives me hope. I don't know why I'm still hopeful. For 5 years straight, I've been hopeful, but I'm still hopeful. And my mother as well. Oh my goodness, like every time Auntie fucking Tandoori Masala comes, okay, the time of the month, I'm crying my eyes out every single month religiously, every month. Like, Mama, I can't get pregnant. And then she's like, every month she gives me the best advice. Like, she just makes me feel just calm, like that everything's going to be okay. And even I was saying this to my friends, I think yesterday. I was just like, because my dad's gone away, and I was just like, alhamdulillah, we have such a great relationship. Like I tell him as well, I'm like, Papa, I can't get pregnant and something's wrong with me. Even he knows, okay? Even my dad knows about my infertility issues, but he gives the best advice. Oh, alhamdulillah, I have the best support around me. Even my friends, like everybody's so amazing, and they give me hope that inshallah one day I will. If I don't, I don't, you know. But I confided in my sisters, back to the story, and then my sister Nafia, because she's a doctor, she was just like, listen, you need to go to the doctors now and find out what the hell is wrong with you. I guess I stayed away from them as well, because I was like, I don't want to find out if anything's wrong with me. And another thing, I trust in God. I don't need doctors to tell me anything different. So, but I was at a point now, I was like, okay, it's been 4 years now that I've been trying. Let me find out what the hell's going on. And then I told my GP, I was just like, I don't know what it is. It's been years now, and I'm completely unable to get pregnant. So they were like, okay, we'll do some tests. Even my gynecologist chimed in. Listen to this. So I went to see my gynecologist, who was very difficult to get hold of, by the way. And he said to me, because I was explaining, because he knew about my background illness, and he knew that I take injections daily, because if I took the oral medication, which is rivaroxaban, I won't be able to get pregnant. That's what my consultant said to me. And he was telling me, he was like, you have one child already. I think here's where you need to just draw the line. You know, put your health, put yourself before children. You know, I don't think that having another child should be on your priority list. And I said, it isn't on my priority list. My health is, but it is underneath my health. But he didn't give me any kind of support or even consoled me. He was just like, he plainly said, I don't think you should even try for another baby, and you should, quote unquote, you should be just happy that you have one child. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. And then I left crying. I don't know. And then I went to get, what test did I get done? I got I don't think this is related, but I think I had the smear done to eliminate that anything's wrong with me down there. I went in for that, which is the scrape. I hated it. I hated it. And then they did me is it HGV or HGC? I don't know. But they basically, is a fallopian tube test. I was told that it was a disgusting procedure. It's very painful. I wouldn't get it done. But when I did go, it was completely fine. I remember they made me feel so comfortable, and what they did, they put a dye in you or something, and the dye goes through your fallopian tubes to see if it goes through, and it checks if you have any blockages, and if you do have any blockages, obviously something's wrong with your fallopian tubes. But alhamdulillah, that was completely clear as well. And then I'm not going to leave my husband out, so I had to check if he's okay with his sperm count, and we did that test as well. Completely fine. Wow, that test was, it was unbelievable. And I had to travel, I think too much information right now. It was a very difficult, it was the most difficult test to get done, but he's completely fine as well. And then they said to me, why don't you get your thing, the ultrasound, everything checked. So I went, get the ultrasound checked. Oh my goodness. Now that procedure was disgusting. Like, she was having the time of her life. I was like, honey, at least take me on a date first, you know. But it was very, very, very painful, very painful. And they checked everything, and they found a really tiny cyst, but she said the cyst is so tiny, and usually people get it before they due their period, so she said I wouldn't even worry about it. And then she booked me again to see if there was anything wrong with the cyst, and everything was clear then the next time I was checked. So there's nothing wrong with my bits, I guess. And she said there's no fibroids. I think I'm saying these things right. But she said there's nothing out the ordinary, everything looks fine. And I was thinking, like, okay, if I'm okay, then why is it taking this long to get pregnant? So then one of my friends told me that she has something called endometriosis. Now, I googled endometriosis, and I was like, every symptom that it's mentioning, it said something like really heavy, really painful periods, loads of pain if you're trying to poop whilst you're on your period, because I'm completely unable to do so. Like, just a bunch of the stuff, it was just textbook what I go through. And I was like, oh shit, I have endometriosis. So I told Nafia, and Nafia was just like, my sister Nafia, she was just like, listen honey, you really don't want to have endometriosis. It is a really serious and messed up illness. So I was just like, okay. And then on top of it, I'm on blood thinning treatments and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I was thinking maybe I should get it tested. And then I was thinking, okay, I don't want it, but I do think, even now, still at the back of my mind, I'm thinking I may have endometriosis. So I was trying to find out what the procedure is. I spoke to my GP, and he was telling me basically, and I googled it as well, obviously. Fucking Dr. Google always comes in handy. The procedure is quite invasive. So they put like a metal rod. You have to have laparoscopy, which is they put a metal rod and check, I don't know, something. It just ain't nice. Okay, it really isn't. And I don't want any operation because, number one, I'm on blood thinning, which I don't think I'm supposed to get anything like that done. And I just don't have an operation that invasive to check for infertility. So my friend did have it done. She had a child, and then she found out, she did the laparoscopy, got the laparoscopy done, and she found out she had really bad endometriosis. I think it was I don't know what stage, but it wasn't like basic, it was quite advanced endometriosis. So she had the tissues removed. I think it's like tissues that grow over your like womb and stuff, and your uterus. So she had everything removed, and I think she said it was 6 months after the procedure she got pregnant with a second child, and mashallah, she has now 2 boys. So alhamdulillah. And then I was thinking to myself, maybe I should get it done, because if my friends got pregnant from it, then I could potentially get pregnant from it. But then I was also checking that the chances of getting pregnant are quite slim anyway, and to get the endometriosis removed, if you do have it, it gives you just a few percentage extra to catch pregnant. So I was like, is it feasible? Is it worth me getting the procedure done? And then I was like, I'm still in two minds about it. Like, I really don't know whether I should even look into it any further or should get this procedure done. But every time I get my period every month, it kills me. It kills me to see either my period has arrived or a negative pregnancy test. Like, it's I'm okay now, and that's why I filmed on this day, because my husband even tells me there's a week before your period you're a mental case because I've already taken a test, and then during my period I'm a mental case because I'm upset that I'm not pregnant, and then a week after my period I'm a mental case because I'm reeling still that off my period that I'm not pregnant. So I guess there's 1 week, which is this week in the month, where I'm okay. It's really difficult. Like, it's really difficult. It's really difficult, and I don't know why it's just so difficult for me to get pregnant. I really just don't know. And just to close off the story, so that's where I am with testing for pregnancy and seeing if I can get pregnant. And then there's a whole bunch of other things where you have to listen to what people say as well. Like, I get the whole oh, but you have one kid. I know, I do love my kid, and I appreciate my kid so much, and I hope God protects my kid from any kind of calamity. But the thing is, I want to have another child, and I just feel like, why should I be told that you have one kid? You should be fine with just one kid. And can I tell you, it really makes you feel like shit, because you're just like, it's like people make you feel like you are unhappy with your one child, whereas I love my child. Like, I just want another child. You know what Not today, Maliha, not today. So what I'm trying to say is, if you get told as well, just because you have one kid, that, oh, you have one kid, honey, don't listen to it, okay? Everybody's on their own journey and their own difficulty and their own trials and tribulations, and what might seem tiny to you might seem really big to me, and vice versa. So everybody has their own journey in their struggles, and I don't think people should dampen down other people's struggles just because they don't see that it's a big thing for them. Like, everybody has their own struggles, so try to be kind to people who are struggling with infertility and other issues, just because you don't see them as a big thing. And I know that it comes from a good place. Like, I know somebody doesn't want to be malicious in saying these type of things, but it is very hurtful, by the way. And another thing, like, don't think about it, don't stress about it. How the fuck am I not supposed to stress about something that's a stressful situation? Okay, how? It's near enough impossible. Like this, and then they like, usually people who are pregnant and who get pregnant then when they've been struggling are the ones who say, I just didn't think about it. Like, I was on holiday in Maldives and I came back and I was pregnant. No, okay, I'm thinking about it day in, day out. It's very difficult not to think about something that is eating you alive, physically and mentally. So it's very different. That's one other thing that really annoys me. And I know people mean good by this, but the whole, my sister, right, she waited 10 years and then 10 years later she was pregnant, and I'm like, so now I have to wait another 5 years to get pregnant. Don't know. I know I sound mean, but it really isn't. It doesn't help or motivate me. It really doesn't, but it's fine. There's loads of things people say, loads. Oh, this is a funny one. Just lose weight, okay? I just don't eat what you just don't eat. Forget about healthy, just don't eat and lose the weight because you're a fat bitch, and then you'll get pregnant. And I'm like, with the chicken wing in my hand, like, okay, right, that's what I gotta do. So that's very difficult too, because the thing is, okay, I'm not a huge eater. I don't eat loads. I really don't. Mainly it's been because of medication that I've gained weight and been unable to stay active because of my illness. So although I know my weight really fluctuates, like I get people who say, oh, you look like you've gained so much weight, and then the next month I would have lost most of the weight that I've gained, and then the next month my weight just goes up and down because of my illness. So and I do like food, I'm not gonna lie, I do enjoy eating, but I don't overeat. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't overeat, and when I'm home, I'll only eat when I'm in my mother's house. Really, at home I have my husband, who is a health ward, and he doesn't let us eat shit. Like, you will not find junk in my house. But yeah, that's one thing that really pisses me off. What else do people say? It's just so many things. Like, everyone has something to say, and it's never something that is great advice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like my parents and my siblings give me great advice, but everybody else, and my friends do, and my friends do as well, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people who don't. And I remember this one woman, I don't want to make this about what people say, but let me just end it with this. I remember this one woman, she was like, there was I took a video or whatever, and she was like, oh my goodness, you have so many rolls, maybe that's why you're unable to get pregnant, because you're so fat and you need to lose weight. And I was like, all right, okay, got it, thank you. So it is really hurtful. Yeah, really, I don't know. There's so many things that people say, and I wish they were kinder, but it's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video now because it's been an emotional one, and I do feel like I don't know what to do at this point. And aside from all the negative stuff, there's been loads of positive stuff. Loads of people have been giving me tips as well. I know, so there's been so many tips. Eat this, drink this, legs up like this, say this dua. Just so many people have given me great advice as well, and I really appreciate it. I've been drinking all the teas, I've been taking all the vitamin. I've done most of the things, because on my Instagram, if you check out my Instagram, I kind of very occasionally post about infertility issues, and loads of people tell me what to do or tell me their experience, and it does help. But if you guys have any other thing that you know that has 100% worked for you, please share it. And if you know anybody who has had endometriosis, or one of you guys who have had endometriosis, please let me know, because I'm really struggling. A full bird just went into the window. Wow, she's having a bad day. But yeah, if you guys have anything that you can share with me on your experience with endometriosis, I'd love to know. And if you're on blood thinners or anything, if you have a similar scenario as me, please share your experience and your issues. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to be reading every single one of your comments, and thank you guys for watching as well, and please pray for me, and I will pray for you too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.